Some neighbors are concerned about possible cattle abuse that is happening in Roseburg.
They say the cows look like they are starving, and KEZI 9 News reporter Evita Garza spoke to some neighbors, and she shows us what they are doing to fight back.
That's Gregory Berger. He's been living on Roberts Creek Road in Roseburg for the last 5 years and says him and his neighbors all have one thing in common. They love their animals and know how to take care of them.
You know, in the mornings you got to feed and water. Afternoons, you know, sometimes it costs a lot of money for feed. So, you know, just before you get animals, you just got to really check on what you can afford.
And when neighbors say they saw a herd of starving cattle just down the road, they couldn't help but get angered. As you can see, bone is literally visible on these cows' bodies. And Berger says they should be significantly fatter, especially for this time of the year. Many neighbors I spoke to say they rarely see the owner feed or care for the cattle, and they say they saw a few of them die after giving birth to their calf. They say there have been many calls to animal control and claim nothing has been done about it.
My hopes would be to either see these cows fed properly and get the proper care, or them going somewhere where they would get the proper care.
I reached out to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office earlier, and they say they've been working on this case for months. The undersheriff says the owner of the cattle has been very cooperative and is working with the Sheriff's Office along with OSU Extension Services to create feeding plans for the cows. Since then, they say the cattle has made major improvements.
Animals are very important to the Sheriff's Office. We are doing everything we possibly can and legally can. And the ultimate goal is to get the cattle back to weight and where they should be.
But neighbors like Berger are not convinced.
Someone like that came to me, I would, take one or two to put on my place to give them a good life. And that's better than starving them, pretty much starving them to death.
And he says many neighbors would be happy to take the cattle and nurse them back to health themselves if it comes down to it. Reporting in Roseburg, Evita Garza, KEZI 9 News.